Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost and welcome to a bonus episode of Let's Play Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 2. For this bonus episode, I brought along a special guest.
Hey guys, it's Matt from Matt's LP Adventures.
And today, we're here to show off the multiplayer for Sonic 4 Episode 2. So, unlike Sonic 4 Episode 1, this game allows you to play with a friend. Thanks to Tails being added in, he's not just here for your tag team actions, he's here also for your friend to play. You can do local or online. For this case, I need people around me to do local, so we're going to do online.
I was going to say, the problem is we kind of got a little bit of miles between us, so...
Just a bit of a distance. So you can do a quick match that just pairs you up to someone random online. You can do a fine game which just looks for anyone having a public room open, or you can make your own. And you can have a character selection for either Sonic or Tails. The two-player mode of this game is the only way you're going to be able to control Tails outside the team actions. You can have it set to either a fix or switch for each act. I'm actually going to do switch each act so we can see what that does. And you can select an act from a list, or you can manually select an act before you even begin your session of multiplayer. If you beat the game, every single level, including the boss fights and special stages, are available for you to pick.
Yeah. This is the only way you're going to get that one achievement.
Yeah, where you play as Tails 50 times.
If you're wondering how you get that achievement, well, that's how you get it. So you have to play multiplayer.
Yeah, and you can either select the score attack or time attack. Score attack will let you play through the game normally, and time attack, you're obviously just trying to get the best time, as the name implies. For this, we're going to do score attack. So now, let's go ahead and invite people in. There you go. So, the host name will always be the guy on the left, and the second player, the guest, will always be the one on the right. So starting off, I'm going to be Sonic, and Matt's going to be Tails. But we'll be swapping at the next act.
And I'll be miles per hour.
You gotta go fast. Your name implies it. So starting off, let's go ahead and play the first stage.
Yay!
And as you can see, the camera moves around with your characters respectfully. So, unlike the Genesis game's multiplayer, one person can get farther ahead and it won't lock the second player out from actually doing anything. If you get too far off screen, your character will just snap into place and have to be summoned back up by pressing the jump button.
And not only that, you can snap other players back too by pushing the R2 button. See, like I just snapped him back.
Exactly, so you can snap your friends back, which both of you can do that at the same time, so you can just kind of be the trolley player and just snap back like I just did there to show off. You can just snap to keep your friend from running too far ahead, so hopefully you're playing with someone who doesn't abuse the system. But right here, go ahead and fly. Tails can fly on his own, and he can snap you into places, which means if you don't want to use the tag team actions, this could be really useful for getting you extra height in the game, honestly.
Yeah. See, he's going way too fast, then I can snap back in place.
But the camera was also not panning enough, so at the same time you were being pushed forward too. So, we can still do our tag team actions like normal, except now I don't control flying.
I do.
The second player does, so you do.
That's pretty much that in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Although, that's the one thing to mention. Yeah, the frame rate's dropping here too, so if you're playing online, this can easily happen. That's the one thing about online gaming, it's not too surprising, but... Yeah, you just kind of cheated that loop. To be fair, that's probably a good thing, so we get a move on. But I can show off that I can do the rolling combo. I know the entire playthrough I called this thing the group spin attack because I forgot the name. To be honest, that's why I kept on calling it that. To be fair, it is a group spin attack.
At least you're not doing what they used to call it back in the day when this game was new.
Yeah, I tried to avoid that.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons. So now that we beat that, we can go ahead and continue the multiplayer by pressing Y. So let's go ahead and play through a special stage. Which one do you want to try?
Not 7, so I guess he's gonna choose 7.
You know, actually, let's do 5, because we have a funny story about this one.
Oh,
we played
yeah.
this years ago on the PlayStation 3. Something happened in Special Stage 5, and I'll mention it when we start playing.
Oh my god, you still have the screenshot for that?
I still have the video of it, yeah.
Okay, you're gonna have to plaster that video at the end of this.
So, as you guys know in Special Stages, you need to collect a certain amount of rings and pass through a little area. Once you pass through that checkpoint, you get launched automatically in a scripted segment through a spring. Problem is, when we played this once before, we ran right past that spring for some reason, and it just locked us out of the level. We couldn't do anything. We had to quit the game. It was the only way to actually play. We had to restart.
I think that was the spring we just did.
No, it wasn't, actually. It's the checkpoint one.
Oh,
so.
I'm playing as Sonic now.
Yeah, we swapped characters. Yeah, so Swappy Jack, which includes special stages. It threw me off, too.
Threw me off for just a second. I was like, wait, I'm playing as Sonic.
And that's the last time we come up here anyways. So, we just need to get, I believe, what, 150? And then we should be okay. Alright, so right here. You pass through this gate, just like normal. And this time, Tails collected more rings, so here's his victory animation.
Yeah.
Not that much different. So, right here, you're normally supposed to be able to hit the spring just like so. We walked right by that for some reason. And it kind of locked us out of everything.
I do not know how that happened. I really don't.
I don't know either. It's good we didn't take the dash pad I was going for. That would have locked us out of the rest of these rings. Oh, you almost ran right past the spring. I think that's what could happen. Your character, I think, could go too fast and go right past the spring. Which is a big problem, obviously.
Did we get it?
Yeah, we did.
I can't remember what the... it only flashes for a second.
Yeah, 300 in this one. This is going to be the title one. By 4.
Oh.
It doesn't really matter too much because on the files we're playing, we have all the emeralds anyways. So we're fine. It's just that we wanted to show this off for just how it works in 2-player. It's cool you can control both the characters independently like that, which is the only way to get a lot of rings in certain special stages.
Yeah, like trying to go for that one achievement that allows you to get all the rings in special stage 1.
Yeah. Let's do... How about this? Let's show off a boss, but let's go ahead and do the Sky Fortress boss.
Oh yeah, because we gotta show the differences for this one.
Yeah, this one's weird. Because if you remember, Sky Fortress Act 1 and the boss have you on the back of the tornado. In 2-player, that's even more complicated because one person controls the plane and the other person controls Sonic. So what could happen is you can easily jump off like so, and you could be easily screwed off by just jumping to the pit. You have to call back your team member if you do that. If you don't use the callback feature by pressing the right trigger, you're dead. That's basically it. You're done. So, you have to abuse it. Both players can, and in this portion, you're probably going to want to abuse that, honestly. There's no way around it.
This is a nightmare whenever you're playing multiplayer. Oh gosh. I just remember when we tried playing this, we died like 50 times at this boss.
Oh, we I think almost gamed over here with a lot of lights, because especially if you have a bad internet connection if you're playing online, this stage is horrendous. It's really, really difficult.
At least you can call yourself back. I'm kind of glad they let you do that.
I mean, that's good, because I could do stuff like that, where I jump very far ahead to try to get a shot in. But at the same time, I don't have to risk dying. It's a convenient thing, but at the same time, you still have to be careful doing that. I've died so many times doing that in our own playthroughs. And if I can turn super, this would be a much faster fight.
Both players have to have Supersonic unlocked in order to use Supersonic, unfortunately.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, that's how it works for multiplayer. But you can get all the Chaos Emeralds in the multiplayer mode anyway, so it's not a big deal. The thing is, though, to keep in mind, if you're playing the co-op of this game, no matter if it's single, like, not single, local or online co-op, you don't get any story cutscenes at all. They're all skipped for some reason. I don't understand why. Wait, you can run on that? I didn't know that. You can run on a ship.
I didn't know you could do that. The heck?
That's really cool.
Oh god, that chug.
I want to do it again. I was really determined to run on his whale. That's so cool. I didn't know you can do that. So there you go. That's one advantage of this fight if you're playing in co-op. Oh, I kind of seen that coming. So yeah, that's how that works.
Oh my god.
See if we can get more rings this time to turn super. Try to get all these. Alright, that's a good amount of them. We might be able to do it. But to go back to my previous point, if you're playing this game co-op, no matter if you're doing it local or online, it skips all the cutscenes. So story-wise, a lot of stuff doesn't really make sense. And there's nothing you can really do about that, unfortunately.
If you're planning on doing a playthrough with like a friend, a co-op playthrough of this game, be sure to edit in the story cutscenes.
Yeah, if you're doing some kind of playthrough like that, and you're doing a co-op, you're gonna want to edit. So, here's Supersonic. It's the worst to transform on the plane in co-op, because you could have easily nudged me off, and I had no control over that. That's so stupid, game. Please. But yeah, if you both have all the Chaos Emeralds, you turn super. And obviously, as Supersonic, we can destroy this boss real fast. To be fair, playing this game with co-op, it's very interesting. I will say, it's fun. I don't get why they cut the story out, but it's better to play this game co-op, honestly, because it's that same feel you got in the Genesis days, but at the same time with a better camera.
I have more fun playing this game multiplayer than I do single player sometimes. Just because, especially with that funny story we had, it's good memories. That's
that
for sure.
And also the fact that I ran on this whale. Like, I did not know you could run on the back of the ship, and the only way I was able to find that out is co-op. So, we weren't playing co-op, I wouldn't be able to do that.
No, did you see that? I was going without you for a second during your transformation.
Yeah, and I had to actually nudge my way back on the ship afterwards. I'm standing on him. Excuse me, Metal. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna stand right here.
Oh my god, that was so funny.
That makes no sense, but I like it. Now, this is all you.
Yeah, this is all me.
Wait. No, it's not. We can both control it, I forgot.
Oh my gosh, why? Game!
So, that's another thing we should mention. If you're playing Sky Fortress Boss in Act 1, when you're in the high-speed sections, player 1 and 2 can control the ship. Why? I don't know. So at that point, you should coordinate as players. Seriously, the callback feature didn't exist here, this stage would be impossible. I think when we first played it, we forgot about that.
I think we forgot about it when we first did it, so we tried playing it that way. Like, oh my gosh, okay, I'm gonna let you control this. I'm not gonna touch my controller.
Okay. Yeah, see, I'm controlling it too. And you can if you wanted to, but it's very disorienting when two players do it. So like I said earlier, if you're gonna be playing this with a friend, have some coordination ahead of time, because you're gonna want to do that. So there we go. I think we should show off one more stage real fast so we can look at the two characters independently again. Because I'll be able to control Tails in actual stage this time, and then we should be all good. Because there's really not too much about the multiplayer that's different from playing this game by yourself. The main advantage here is if you only play single player is to look at how Tails works, because, like I said earlier, you can't play as Tails by yourself. It's a really weird decision in my opinion, but you can do it in multiplayer, so if you're going for that achievement, I guess just hook up two controllers and forget about Sonic.
Yeah. I think you can... Can you cheese Oil Desert Zone's boss with Tails?
Make it easier, yeah, because you can fly. You know, speaking of that area, let's go to Ducks. Oil Desert Act 2.
I kind of figured
Why
you'd
not?
want to go to that stage. That's our... If you couldn't tell, that's me and Lester's favorite stage.
For the wrong reasons. I mean, my favorite zone in particular is Sky Fortress, especially Act 2. I really like Act 2. This one, just here for all the wrong reasons. So now on Tails. You can get a lot of distance from his flight. In fact, let's shut off right here. Still going.
So much for that.
Still going. See, I know it's called Sonic 4, but let me fly. Main character syndrome.
Butt monkey.
So see, you can fly a lot by yourself, but the thing is, if I swap over to this mode, I have a new flight meter. So areas like the Oil Desert Act 1 ending, where you just have to fly over everything, you just abuse Tails, basically.
Yeah, you can.
You can
like,
easily
let
fly
Tails
for
fly
a bit.
over it, and then just do a combo.
Yeah, exactly. It'll make things a lot easier.
Even when that ends, you start a new meter too, because with Tails, after you let go. Whoa, we got some air on that. Holy crap.
Yeah, a lot of it.
Whee!
But yet we still have our speed.
I'm surprised we have all our speed still. Holy crap.
Right here, let's go ahead and just mash. So when you're playing this in multiplayer, both of your button inputs are recorded, which means your score can get ridiculous. I've seen that thing get up to 50,000 before. So feel free to transform wherever you want.
Okay. Thing is, though, with Supersonic, just like in the single player, if you use your buddy action, you get out of it.
Although I'm kind of... Oh, I can make you lose your rings. Look at that.
Oh my god!
You transform here in a moment.
Well,
so another problem
Tails,
if you're playing
way
this in
to be a
multiplayer.
dick to Sonic. Sonic's like, oh, Tails is like, oh, so you get to have the super Sonic, huh? Well, you know what? That would be a shame if I made you lose all your rings.
Be a shame I made you lose all your frames. Said the internet connection. Let's get him back. Some rings over here. So that's one real big point to know if you're playing with Supersonic with a friend. Make sure Tails just doesn't get hurt all the time. Or at least give him a shield. Because you're gonna want it if you're gonna use Super a lot.
I mean, it's not like you're gonna need the shield because you're Supersonic.
Oh yeah, you'll never lose it. Unless you just transform. But yeah, there you go. That was Oil Desert. And that's pretty much multiplayer.
We had a lot of fun. I still like playing
Yeah.
this game multiplayer. I know a lot of people don't care for the multiplayer too much, but this is one of my favorite games in multiplayer.
Besides story, honestly, it's not that bad. So, that was it. Time trial, we're not going to show off just because it'd be kind of redundant. Just because it's you playing through the level, but you're playing through it fast and you can upload your times online. That's about it. So, playing that doesn't really make a difference. I should also mention though, if you're playing this game co-op, I believe it skips the credits.
Yeah, it does.
Because it counts as a cutscene. So, if you're going to want to watch the credits, go in the help and options, and it's the last thing here. So, that's stupid. And it plays the music from Sylvania Castle Act 1 the entire time, too. It doesn't loop through that ending jingle that you had with the actual credit sequence. It's weird.
That is weird.
But that was the multiplayer, so hopefully you guys learned a lot about the game there, because we definitely did.
You can walk on bosses.
Did not know that was a thing.
Oh boy.
So thanks, Matt, for joining me on the multiplayer.
You're welcome.
Thank you guys for watching, and with that, see you guys next time.